I am surrounded by chaos and mess in my sewing room right now, and it is really inhibiting any kind of productivity that I could have in this room. So I figured I would take you along for the process. We're probably going to be doing a little bit of a decluttering, but mostly just figuring out places to stick things. So if you're interested in seeing the current state of my sewing room and what it ends up looking like at the end of the day, then let's jump into cleaning. Hello! Welcome to Show and Tell Meg. I'm Megan, and I like to make things. Between moving the last things from my old house and also things that I have purchased, see my Knit Picks 246 sale video, I have a lot of things that need to be put away, need to find a home, needed organization, period. So there's all kinds of stuff in here stacked all over. And now that I actually have time that I could be spending making things, I'm not able to because it's insanity around me. I was finally able to obtain the buckets that I needed so that I can get things a little more situated in my closet. Target, where I live, had some of the bases of these, but not any lids, like not a single lid, in two different types of containers that were the same size as this. So I had to go to the next Target over, and thankfully they had them. So now one of the very first things I'm going to do is that new yarn that I just bought, I'm going to get put into these bins. I do have several Yarnable kits. I don't subscribe to Yarnable, but occasionally they put their former kits on sale for way cheaper and I pick some up. So I have a few here that I purchased, I don't know, a couple months ago that I need to take them apart, put the yarn away with my other Yarnable yarn, and put the stuff where I can use it. Okay, that was really crinkly, but now I can put a few things on top here. I'm going to put some of my bare yarns that I just got in this bin as well. They should go with the type of yarn that they are, but I can't get to that right now. So we're just going to make do with what we got. So all of that is going in here. I'm also putting my stash of twill in here. Okay, one box contained. And before I stack that in the closet, I have some Hobie sock yarns. I count this as a sturdy sock yarn, and I have a whole bin of that, like Opal, Regia, things of that nature. So these are going to go in there. So first, I was going to put some of my Halloween yarns in here, but knowing that they're Halloween yarns and the fact that Halloween is now over and I have almost a year before I need them again, I decided I'm going to put them in a space bag. So I have all these that I use for like winter clothes when it's out of season and stuff, which is most of the time. But I'm going to take some of these Hobie Halloween Honey Bunny yarns, put them in here because they're real fluffy, and so I think they're going to compress down quite a bit, and then I can slide them under my bed. I'm also going to try to put all of my Mighty Stitch in here too. We'll see if it actually will fit. Okay, a lot of these things are just kind of sitting there. So that's one of the candidates for these bins. Even if this stuff is going to stay there, I would rather it be in a bin so that I can easily pull it in and out. So I'm going to take some of this stuff, put it in bins. Another thing that I have been putting away for like, I don't know, a month or two is I have this whole stack of patterns that I bought from Hobby Lobby because they will no longer be carrying McCall's patterns. So I grabbed a whole bunch while they still had them. So I have my pattern cabinet here and I need to file them, put them where they go. It is now 8:15 at night and I am tired. So there's definitely more things that need to be done in this room, but it is quite a difference. I know it might not look that different because it's still really cluttered. This isn't like a going from totally cluttered to totally clean kind of video, but standing in here, it's very obvious the difference. Even my husband, when he came in, he said, "Oh." So it's definitely much more functional. It's still crazy, but it's functional crazy, which is basically me in a nutshell. I still have not quite finished cleaning off my desk. It is definitely functional though, as it is. There's some things that I need to take into other rooms that I did not do yet, but overall, way, way better than it was before I started all of this. The closet area is a huge difference because I can actually walk over here and I can reach all of my buckets. So again, definitely still crazy, but nowhere near like it was. I got all of my new Knit Picks yarn put away in a place that I know where it is, so definite progress there. I did manage to get some visible counter space on top of my dresser. I also cleared off my ironing board and I put all those patterns away and cleared off the area on top of my pattern cabinet. And this floor area in front of my table here is now clear. So just that alone, it makes the room feel so much better than it was because you used to have to meander through a bunch of boxes to get to anything over here. So I hope that you enjoyed this little room tour and pickup session. I know that it's not as dramatic as some of the others are, and I do apologize for the evening lighting, but it's all we got. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this, please do give me a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to stick around and see more of what I make in this room, because all of this needs to be turned into projects. But until next time, I hope that your crafting space is a lot more organized than mine is right now.